Let's bring in Mary Ellen O'Toole, a former FBI profiler who served as an FBI special agent for 28 years. She helped catch the Unabomber, Ted Kaczynski, who also targeted universities. Mary Ellen, great to have you with us. As you look at the pieces here today and you hear this news that we just reported, what goes through your mind as a potential profile for this individual, given what we're learning? It's scant so far.
Well, and one of the things that is very striking is that I think a lot of the media attention that was given to this case really kept the pressure on the offender, the shooter. I call the offender, and that's very positive because that's exactly what you want. So people will come forward, so people will be willing to share information because that information is what's going to lead to what actually happened here is the identification of a possible individual. So I think that was very positive. And while the public may have thought over the last 5 or 6 days, very little was being done behind the scenes. That's never the case when you have a massive national manhunt like this. There's always a lot that's being done that they simply can't report on.
Yeah, I want to play call for number 3 here. This is the Brown University provost talking about why they didn't immediately identify everyone who was in that room and sort of, bring them to a location and make sure they got everything they could out of them. Some of them, at least from what we're hearing, left campus, and they would have heard and seen at least something of this. Let's play that.
Had it been a final exam, we'd have a roster, we'd handed it over. We know exactly who was in the room because everybody shows up for a final. The first study session, it's elective, so we don't know exactly what fraction of the overall roster turned out for a voluntary review session.
So what's your analysis of how this was handled so far, Mary Ellen?
Well, what he's describing, what the provost is describing about the study session, now that I actually also work at a university, I know that study sessions aren't necessarily scheduled. And so students can show up, they can sign in, or they don't have to. I know that's typical at my university, so I suspect that it's typical there, which may not make sense to the general public, but that is a reality of life on campus. So. Yeah. They may have had a difficult time trying to identify everyone who was in that room and everyone who showed up at the last minute or showed up unexpected. So I actually understand that.
All right. We know the teaching assistant got a look at this person and said they made eye contact and he thought he was going to lose his life. So they clearly had a moment of interaction, and he would be a huge witness in this case. Mary Ellen O'Toole, I think we're about to learn a lot more, so we hope you'll join us very soon. Thank you so much.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.